There it is, dude. There it is. Yo, guys, James here, and today I'm gonna talk about Soloq again because Asmongold finally touched the matter. And at some point, guys, you start thinking that you're like the only crazy person in the room, and you need more players or big streamers like Asmongold. And by the way, I don't even watch his stream that much. I only really watch YouTube clips. But I kind of like him because he gives his opinion regardless of what the mob thinks. And the solo queue mob, it's not that big, but it's very fucking loud. I'm still getting comments from my solo queue video, and I'm gonna make another one because he talked about it, and I'm gonna link it in the description. I was thinking about passing the part where he actually talks about social interaction, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna link it, and you guys can watch the full video. Um, but it's amazing that he talks about solo queue. He disagrees. He has 5,000 likes almost and 126 dislikes. If I talk about it, and obviously I'm not a streamer or I'm not Asmongold, but if I talk about it and I say exactly the same thing, I get more dislikes than likes. And maybe it's the way uh, I talk. Maybe sometimes I can come out as an asshole, but I see it as a way. I rather you hate me than hating the idea, for example, of teams. And I don't really care because if you have a stupid opinion, I shouldn't have to come out as because I shouldn't have to come out as super. And maybe that was a mistake. I shouldn't have to come out as super sensitive and like just trying to touch the matter, which is solo queue, which is a retarded idea, and I shouldn't like maybe be as aggressive. And usually on my time when I'm not like playing and I'm with other people, I'm never an asshole. But maybe I came out as an asshole and you guys didn't like it, obviously, because you can't play and then you come to YouTube and you see a guy just saying that you're a retard if you think about solo queue. But I'm gonna link it in the description and watch it. And it pretty much says what I've been saying in YouTube, which is and in forums, which is the problem. He actually words this perfectly. Obviously, he's American, so English it's his first language, and he kind of says that the symptom is you not being able to play. The disease is players not having interactions, and this is kind of what I was trying to explain, which was the problem is not you is not you being not able to play arenas. That is actually not the problem. The problem is that is a result of the problem, and the problem is people not connecting enough to, or Blizzard not making people connect enough in order to play arenas. And that's why in my last video I think about solo queue I talked about arena teams because you committed 50 gold, and 50 golds if you only play live it's like nothing. But I'm, for example, on an alt 50 gold right now. Oh, 50 gold right now would be insane for me, right? On my alt warrior. And if you commit this many resources, it means that you're probably not gonna leave the team unless it goes extremely bad. And he also talks about shared spaces, and I kinda agree that not having a shared space like outside of Ironforge, Stormwind, Ogrimmar, it's bad, but it's not really the problem. And I'm not gonna rant too much about solo queue. You guys know already what I think. I think solo queue should be the last resort to fixing the problem. I feel like sometimes that people are like, you have this one big cut, right? In the arm. Let's say you have a really big cut in the arm, and you're trying to band-aid it, right? You're trying to just band-aid the cut. But at some point the cut gets deeper and wider, right? And you keep putting band-aids, and at some point you can't really fix the cut, and you have to amputate the arm because it's got infections, and you don't really have any other option than cutting the arm. And I feel like World of Warcraft PvP has come to that point where it's been band-aided since, I don't know, maybe WODs, Legion, and instead of fixing the problem, which is good class design, a good ability tuning, so more sustained damage, and arena teams, so you, or any other form of you not being able to just piece it after 1-2 games. And yeah, I think the problem right now and why players are quitting, it's not because they are not able to play the game, it's because the game is bad. Okay? Like, even if you're not able to queue every single day for 5 hours, for example, because you can't find the partners within that time, I think if the game is good and players come back to the game, because one of the many problems of World of Warcraft Arena right now is that you don't really see that many players playing it. And if you don't have that many players playing it and you go into LFG, the amount of percent that you have to actually find a decent teammate, it's lower. So you need to fix first the class design, which, like I talked yesterday, it's fucking horrific, and the class tuning needs to be done. And when I say class tuning, it's not nerfing or buffing certain classes only, it's also buffing and nerfing certain abilities. So you need to fucking just sew the arm, not put a fucking band-aid. You just take care of it. Just go to the fucking hospital with the arm and fucking fix the arm. Don't come around and try another band-aid, which is what solo queue is. And and yeah, like it's just so simple. And maybe that's why I come out as an asshole, because in my head it's actually so simple. It's such a simple fix where you just take care of the class design, take care of the class tuning, and make people play with each other, because they have to spend 1k gold, 5k gold, I don't know, a high amount of gold to make an arena team, each player, and fix the old arena team's problems, and you're set to go. It's just so simple, actually. That's why I love history. History, it's one of my favorite disciplines, or was back in the day, because everything is cyclical, and what happened 1,000 years ago, it's about to happen again, unless you study history and you prevent it. And this really seems like LFR. Um, Soloq really seems like LFR, where everyone just wants it, but then when it comes out, everyone will fucking hate it. And yeah, I just watched the video, and Asmongold kind of talks a little bit about it. And by the way, I'm not saying don't add solo queue. I never said that. I just said don't add solo queue as the first solution to arena. You can add solo queue in BGs and see how it goes. In rated BGs and see how it goes. It would go fucking badly because people would just be extremely toxic. But I want you guys to see it for yourself. And for me, it's kind of like I don't really care. Like I said many times now, but I keep making videos because I want you guys to understand that this is gonna affect you. If you play live, this is gonna affect you. It's not gonna affect me. I don't really have a, a problem. I'm gonna play TBC. My only problem is you guys actually having a shitty time in live, and whenever live actually gets good, which I start to think that PvP will never get back to what it was, because Blizzard or the Blizzard devs actually have no idea how to design this game anymore, and you just keep getting stuff that it's not wow like, and it's just more and more and more systems and less good content, actually fun content, hard content. But yeah, guys, that's all I have to say. Tomorrow I'm gonna watch a clip of Raikou, maybe. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about why sustained damage it's so important, and because I see a lot of actually rank 1 players defending the same thing, and I think on this one everyone is on the same page, thank God. But I'm gonna talk. But I never saw someone explaining why sustained damage it's so important compared to cooldowns, and why the game is not enjoyable, and probably you didn't even think about it. But yeah, guys, that's it for the video. I hope you watch Asmongold. I don't agree with everything he says all the time, but on this, but I agree with everything, with a lot of things. And on this one, I 100% agree with him. I think he could even go deeper on why solo queue would be bad and why the PvP community is falling apart. But but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.